Chicago, 1922, prohibition was a joke. And at the Velvet Cat, my fanfare was the night's best stroke. I was Johnny Golden Lips, my trumpet pure silver gleam. Each note I played was a promise, a sweet dream. I played for mobsters, high society dames, and crooked cops. They didn't come for the booze, but for the music that never stops. The owner was Big Sal, with a razor-sharp gaze. And he had a singer, Lola, with an angel's voice and graceful ways. She made the ice in the glass melt faster, made time stand still. Her eyes, two emeralds, met mine across the room, gave me a thrill. That night my trumpet didn't play for the mob, but for her heart's fill. We met in alleys under the dim glow of a solitary streetlight. She said, "Johnny, get me out of here, take me away from this plight." Sal's married me off to an old politician. My life's been sold. I sold my silver trumpet, the only treasure I ever did hold. Bought 2 train tickets to California, a new story to be told. We planned to meet at the Central Station, midnight last car. I had the cash in my pocket, heart pounding, dreaming of afar. But who showed up wasn't Lola, but Big Sal's men, grim and hard. They didn't say a word, just took me to a warehouse yard. Sal was there with a crooked smile, said, "I like your nerve, kid, but no one steals from me and gets away. That's forbid." They didn't shoot me, that would be too kind, too quick. They took an iron hammer, smashed my hands, each bone a click. Golden Lips Sal said, "Now try playing your blues with this trick." Now I live off tips, sweeping the floor of the same seedy bar. And Lola sings every night on stage, married to a man with a star. And I only hear my trumpet sound in silence from afar. Got my suitcase by the door, heart heavy as stone. Been walking these city streets, but I'm still alone. The neon light nights are calling, but they don't feel like home. So I'm catching that midnight train, wherever it may roam. On the midnight train to Memphis, where the blues were born, gonna find my soul again before another dawn, with my guitar and my sorrow and a ticket one way. On the midnight train to Memphis, wash my pain away. She left me on a Tuesday, said I'd never change. Now the whiskey tastes like memories, and love feels so strange. But down in Tennessee, where the music runs deep, maybe I'll find the rhythm that'll rock me to sleep. On the midnight train to Memphis, where the blues were born, gonna find my soul again before another dawn, with my guitar and my sorrow and a ticket one way. On the midnight train to Memphis, wash my pain away. The station clock strikes midnight, steam begins to rise. The old man with a saxophone, wisdom in his eyes, says, son, you're running from something, but you can't outrun the past. Sometimes the only way forward is to make peace at last. On the midnight train to Memphis, where the blues were born, gonna find my soul again before another dawn, with my guitar and my sorrow and a ticket one away. On the midnight train to Memphis, wash my pain away. Rolling through the Delta, moonlight on the tracks, seeing ghosts of cotton fields and stories coming back. Every mile that passes by takes me closer to the truth. Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find what you can't lose. On the midnight train to Memphis, where the blues were born, gonna find my soul again just before the dawn, with my guitar and my story and a brand new day. On the midnight train to Memphis, found my way back home. Sun's breaking over, Graceland journey's at an end. Found more than just a destination, found myself again. The conductor's calling Memphis, and my heart starts to mend, 'cause every ending's just a song waiting to begin again. On the midnight train to Memphis, where the blues were born, found my soul again just rain was painting the windows of a club on Bleecker Street. I was killing time on a beat-up piano, trying to find a beat. Then she walked in, a red coat in a world of gray, and the city noise outside just seemed to fade away. She ordered a gin, sat alone with a distant look in her eyes. So I changed the melody, started playing just for her, a sweet surprise. Between the songs we started talking, soft and low, about dreams kept in books and the fear of letting go. We walked the village all night long with no track of the time, shared a hot dog cart pretzel, a moment so sublime. Watched the A train take the hurried folks home, but we had nowhere to be. Felt like our whole lives were just a rehearsal for you and me. We ended up on the Brooklyn Bridge as the sun began to climb. The city seemed to be sleeping, just for us, a perfect time. Manhattan's lights were blinking goodbye, the sky in a gentle swoon. You leaned on my shoulder and whispered, "This is the start of our tune." And I believed you like a fool believes he can capture the moon. But life has its own sheet music, its own detours and cruel designs. I got a call for a gig with a band, a long tour crossing state lines. You got a scholarship to Paris, a chance for your star to shine. We promised to write, we promised to wait, but distance is a thief of signs. It steals the words, chills the promises, and leaves only fractured lines. Now years later, I'm back in this town that never forgot my face. I play the same old piano, but something's gone from this place. Sometimes on a clear night, I walk to that bridge, a familiar track, and I stare at the lights on the other side, wishing I could go back, looking for a red coat, the ghost of a love that was almost a fact. And the blues I play now holds the melody of what we lacked. Been sitting here for hours trying to everything's right. Your photograph beside me, smiling like before, when love was just beginning and we had so much more. It's a whiskey and moonlight serenade, dancing with the shadows that we made. Every sip's a memory, every note's a prayer. In this whiskey and moonlight serenade, you're still there. The jukebox plays our favorite song, but you're not here to dance. I'm holding conversations with a ghost of our romance. The bartender keeps pouring, says he's seen this all before. Broken hearts and whiskey dreams scattered on the floor. It's a whiskey and moonlight serenade, dancing with the shadows that we made. Every sip's a memory, every note's a prayer. In this whiskey and moonlight serenade, you're still there. The clock strikes past midnight, but time don't mean a thing when you're lost inside a bottle and the pain that heartbreak brings. I close my eyes and see you in that dress of midnight blue, dancing in the moonlight like we used to do. It's a whiskey and moonlight serenade, dancing with the shadows that we made. Every sip's a memory, every note's a prayer. In this whiskey and moonlight serenade, you're still there. The morning light's approaching, but I'm not ready yet to face another sunrise filled with love and regret. So I'll stay here with my whiskey and this melancholy tune, serenading empty spaces underneath the faded moon. It's a whiskey and moonlight serenade, dancing with the shadows that we made. Every sip's a memory, every note's a prayer. In this whiskey and moonlight serenade, you're still there. Maybe someday I'll find healing, maybe learn to love again, but tonight I'm just a lonely soul drowning in the pain. So here's to all the broken hearts who know this song by name. We're all just players in this whiskey and moonlight game. It's a whiskey and moonlight serenade, dancing with the shadows that we made. Every sip's a memory, every note's a prayer. In this whiskey and moonlight serenade, you're always there.
The train whistle blew round the bend, a sound I hadn't heard in years.
left a broken Europe behind me with all its ghosts and fears. Stepped out at the empty station, the clock tower read 10 at night. The snow was falling silent, blanketing the world in white. In cold peace my uniform felt heavier than the lead I'd seen. Every step on Main Street was a step back to you, my queen. Passed by old man Miller's barber shop, now shuttered and dark. The fountain in the square was frozen, a stark and icy mark. I remembered us there, summer of 42, bright and bold. You with a ribbon in your hair, stories of the future we told. I kissed you and I promised I'd be back, a promise naive and strong. Didn't know the world would teach me so much about right and wrong. And now I'm here, Marianne, standing on your street so still, watching the light in your window against the winter's chill, with a silver build a simple life, far from all this misery. Your mother wrote in letters that you kept my photograph near, that you prayed every night that my path would be safe and clear. But letters don't tell the whole story. Time's a treacherous string. Does your heart still wait for the soldier, your first and only dream? Or has life moved on like a river that can't be held in place? The fear chills my bones more than the cold of this lonely space. And now I'm here, Marianne, standing on your street so still, watching the light in your window against the winter's chill, with a silver ring in my pocket and a prayer in my soul's deeply. After walking through hell and back, all I want is for you to marry me and build a simple life, far from all this misery. I take a breath of courage, white vapor in the frozen air, climb the steps to your porch, my future hanging there. And before I knock on your door, I look to the sky above and pray the war didn't steal from me my one and only love. lights flicker through the haze tonight. Whiskey burns, but your words cut deeper still. In this corner booth where secrets come to light, every truth we've buried starts to spill. Your cigarette smoke draws circles in the air, like the lies we've been dancing round for years. Now the music's low and we're laying ourselves bare. Through the amber glow of whiskey-tainted tears, these smoky room confessions can't take back what we've said. All our midnight indiscretions, playing games inside my head. When the morning light comes calling, will we still be here instead? These smoky room confessions leave us hanging by a thread. Piano man plays our song from way back when, before the world got heavy on our souls. Now we're strangers trying to be lovers again, in a place where broken hearts come to get whole. Your hand finds mine across this wooden table, like we're kids who just learned how to feel. But some stories ain't meant to have a fable, and some wounds just never learn to heal. Last call echoes through this sacred space, where sinners come to find their saving grace. But redemption's just another word tonight, in the shadows dancing with the neon light. These smoky room confessions can't take back what we've said. All our midnight indiscretions, playing games inside my head. When the morning light comes calling, will we still be here instead? These smoky room confessions leave us hanging by a thread. When the smoke clears and the music fades away, will these confessions see the light of day? Or will they linger in this sacred space, where broken hearts come looking for their place.